Hey y'all, hey. In today's video, we're gonna make a box. Actually, box. I'm gonna show y'all how to make this and show y'all what we're gonna put in it. So let's kind of get into it.
A journey through time.
Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to A Journey Through Time. My name is Wendy. If you're oldie but goodie, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. I know I've been missing in action a little bit. I usually load more, but I've been under the weather since I went out Saturday, and I'm just trying to get back right. But we are going to make some boxes. We're going to make a box, actually. I'm going to show you how to make this box right here, what to do and what not to do, and I'm going to show you what we're going to put in it. Okay, so let's just go and get into it. Okay, y'all, so don't pay my hands no mind. Got paint all over them because I've been working on some stuff. But this box right here was created with cardboard and vinyl. Okay, and then the ribbon and all that jazz. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the cardboard that was used in this was Dollar Tree cardboard. I wouldn't advise it, but if we are making it as budget friendly as you can and can't help that, then you know this is what you would have to worry about. Sometimes cardboard has this. Foam board. I keep saying cardboard. Foam board has a tendency to fold, and that's what this did right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm trying to show it where you can. And that is my biggest concern with this is how it, did that. But other than that, if you think that, that's something you could deal with, it could be fixed. It actually can be fixed if you just take the vinyl off, run your piece of tape there, and put the vinyl back on. And it should be flat. And I might do that. I don't know yet. But people use these for a lot of different reasons. I just want to show you how to make one. And then you can put a design in it as you choose. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I have first that I've already started for this particular one. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. And, I'm thinking about the Valentine theme situation. So I have an L and it's already done. And I was going to put this L in here. And of course the U. I was going to put a U in here, just like this. All right, and then a V. But I didn't do the V because I want to do it with you guys. So there's a lot of ways to do this, okay? This here, I want to keep it like this for a moment. This was the cardboard letter from Hobby Lobby. You can buy these at Hobby Lobby or you can make your own letters. The easy way is to buy these at Hobby Lobby and cut them out. Cut all around the frame of it. Take the top part off of it. And this is what you're going to find on the inside. And take that out. And then you have this. Okay. Now, this is painted. You can paint your letters and put them on here. You do not have to wrap them in vinyl and all that stuff that I did. So you can paint them, all right? And put them on here as well. I just want to, show you different ways that you can do it. Okay? So I am going to do this one here. And once we glue this down properly, it should close just like this. And then all we have to do is tie it up. Because the letters should already be glued to the box. You could tie it up really nice. Put a little bow in it. Just like that. Okay, and you'll see your creation right there. And so whenever they get ready to open it up, just pull it open. And then they see that beautiful love. Okay, so that's what we're doing with this particular concept. But That's not what I want to show you. But I want to give you that as an idea, okay? So, how to get your measurements on what it is that you want to make. I currently want to make a box. I'm going to start doing a lot of shipping online. So I want to make a box for a gift concept that I want to do. So I'm not going to use the Hobby Lobby cardboard though. Foam board though. I'm not going to use the Dollar Tree foam board. I'm going to use the Hobby Lobby foam board, which that's what this is. Now, Dollar Tree's is what, $125, I think. Hobby Lobby's is $199, but you get a better grade. Okay. So how I come up with how I want to make this and all that jazz. So my foundation is going to be a box. And this is another box from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I love Hobby Lobby. But anyway, it's neither here or there. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your box wherever you want it to sit in the gift. Okay. So this is kind of where I want the box to sit. Let me back this up a little bit. This is where I want the box to sit. And in order for it to sit like I want it to sit, I got to do some measuring. I don't like to measure things, y'all. Okay. That's just me. I don't like to, but sometimes you just have to. So I'm going to start right here at the end of the box. And I think I want the box, I want some maybe 2.5 inches on each side of the box. So if I did that, this is where the box would sit on this side. Of course, measuring 2.5 inches. And over here, it should, over here, I know you probably can't see from here, but over here, it should match up the same, and it does. So the box is 2.5 inches on both sides, right? So this is where I want the box to sit on this foam board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pen and just make a marking right here where I want it to sit. Then I'm going to come over here, make a corner marking here as well. On both sides, all four corners, just like that. Also, if you notice, I'm off the end a little bit. So you don't really want to bump it all the way to the end. You can. I wouldn't, but you can. So I am 1.5 inches off from the edge, okay? So this is 1.5 inches. And this is 2.5 inches on the side, okay? So now that we know that the box has to be 1.5 inches back and 2.5 inches on the side, we have to figure out exactly where we're going to cut it in the back. So we're going to keep it on here. We're just going to turn it around. I'm going to turn it around rather, so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to pull it closer to me. Yeah, there we go. Closer to me, about like that. I think y'all can see that. So I don't want it to be too far off from the back for whenever I do this. So I can do another 1.5 inches on this end, but from the box, meaning it would be here from the back of the box. That's not a bad idea, actually. Now that I'm actually saying it out loud. So we could also do 1.5 inches from the back, but no, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to do just one, not 1.5, just one. So from the corner of the box, right where we put the little marking at, we're going to go right here with the 1 And we're going to mark it about right here. And just put a dot. And that's just so I can, so I'll know exactly where the 1 starts over here. So whenever I mark the line. So do the same thing over here. And I think I just moved it a little bit. Yeah, I did. But the great thing about it is I already have those markings for where the box is supposed to sit. So all I have to do is stick it right back in that little frame. Make sure that each side still has that same little marking right behind it, which they do. And do the same thing on this end and this end, like so. And measure from this end the same thing, which is 1 inch from the corner of the box, which is right here. So the 1 is where I'm going to start right here. Okay, so now, so then you draw a line from one end to the other and make sure that it's even. Just like that. Just come all the way down. And that's where you're going to cut it at. Okay, so now this is our first piece right here. Okay, for the box. And if you want to make sure, if you want to know exactly how tall this is, because you're going to need to know this for your top piece. So you just bump your ruler up against it and see how tall it is. And mine is actually 12.5 inches. Stopping right here at 12.5. So we know that the height of this is 12.5. And we already know that this is going to be the same because it's the same all the way around. But if you want to know, the width is 20. The width is 20. And the sides, the height is 12.5. So once we cut this here, we need to cut the back piece, which is the most important piece to me. So what I suggest to do, I'm going to try to do this without messing up my table. But I like to put the ruler up against the line that I want to cut. And either I'll cut it or I'll graze it or whatever I'll do. But kind of like that. I feel it's not going all the way through, so that's a good thing for me. But anyway, all the way down the line. Okay, so now we can bend it like that and it should have popped just like that. As you can see, it did. Okay, so instead of taking that apart right now, what we're going to do is we're going to stand it up. I'm going to take the box, put it in here. It's on the opposite side right now, so I'm just playing with it as we go because I can't see the thing the way I just did it, but it's okay. But this just lets you know that you got it in the right direction. You're going the right way. So now you want this back piece. You want to cut this a little higher than the box itself. So first thing you have to do is measure your back piece of how you want it to be. The back piece on this box is almost 3.5. So what we're going to actually do is 3.5 in height for this box. Yeah, we're going to be doing, let's see. So we're going to flip it back over. And can actually bump it up against this line that we already have. That's already cut. And you see I'm leaving like maybe a small inch, not even that. Okay. So this is where the box is. And you can leave a mark there if you want to, just so you'll know where the sides of the box is on each side. So I can cut it right there and it'll be right here at the edge of the box, but I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do, as I said before, we could do 3.5. So if I'm measuring from that line to this here, it's actually 3.5. And it's only because of the little lip I left off right here. So match the lines up from here to here. And if you want a little more playroom, then you can go up just a little more, which I think that's what I'm going to do. Go up just a little more. Now I'm going to make another line. Okay. Then I'm going to take the cutter and just gaze it like I did just a moment ago. All right. So now we got 1 piece, 2 pieces. Now we need that 3rd piece. And the 3rd piece is going to be the same size as this one. And this one here is a 20 in width. And what did I say in height? 12.5 in height. So, and sometimes when we measure these things, they don't come out the way we want them to come out as far as the measurements go. But we're going to do the best we can here. So I'm going to bump it up against this here again. And my 12.5, I know y'all can't see that, but give me a moment. 12.5 is going to be right here. Come over here. 12.5 is going to be right here. All right. So move the box over. Slide this down. And these should line up nicely, but for some reason I don't think they are. Hold on. Something is a little off here. But what I'm going to do, wait a minute, it might be me. Yeah, it's me. Okay, so make my line. Keep my line there and try to find my knife. Take the cutter, go down the same line. Okay. So we have all 3 pieces that we need right here, which is awesome. So all it really takes is 1 foam board to make this box. Okay, so that should pop, and it does. This one already popped, and this one, let's see, it popped also. So you see, honestly, we pretty much got our box right here. You want to check your work? So we can cut this lip here off because we don't need this at all. Okay. So it's really better to cut it with the what you call that I just had. But mine don't always work out the way I want it to. Let me see. Mine makes a mess. Okay, sometimes it like I said, sometimes it does what it's supposed to, and sometimes it just don't want to cooperate. As you see me still cutting down. Okay, got it off. Now, you see how clean the cut is? Dollar Tree could never, okay? I know because I've tried it. So, Y'all see how this is already connected? Now, most people I've seen, they disconnect them, and you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is the box that I want to use, right? And I do not see my, oh, that's because it's on this side, y'all. That sucks. And I will have to cut it in order to do that, but I'm going to try to do it this way without having to cut it. Okay, so I'm going to push it up here where I want it. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? Look at that. You pretty much have your box right here. It's already ready to go. All you got to do now is just decorate it and, make it look pretty. Put you some ribbons on it, tie it up. Your gifts inside that. Pretty simple. Okay, so now I'm going to take this out for a moment. Flip this over. So as I said before, a lot of people, normally they take these off and take them apart, and then they put whatever they're going to put on it, and, so forth and so on. And we could do that, but let me see. With the other one that I have here, I did not. I actually took it apart, like what I'm telling you. But I'm really considering leaving this on because it's already folding the way I want it to fold. Yeah, it's already folding the way I want it to fold. The only problem is going to be me trying to figure out what I want to put on it. So this box, I could wrap it with some vinyl that I got from Walmart. I had thought about doing it in the pink. Of course, as you can see, it won't be enough. And that's a concern of its own. But also, I wanted to take this a step further. That's what it was. I wanted to put a window on it. I knew it was something else I wanted to do. So I wanted to put a window on this. So in order to do that, I will have to take this apart. Okay. If you're not trying to go for the window look, then you can keep it just like this here. Run you some tape down the seams and, cover up the box how you want to. But I'm taking a chance by doing this, okay? And I'm going to try to do my window, because I would love to have a window on this. So, now this is what I mean by my knife don't like to cooperate. Let me try this again. Sometimes it does, sometimes it does not. But when it does, I'm happy. But the thing is, it's because I did not go all the way through. Now, when you're doing it with a knife, it's not going to be clean, y'all. I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be clean. Do it with your blade instead. Because to me, this is not a clean cut. Okay? Unless you have the same problems I have. Now, my knife, it worked well. Sharp and all, but it has its days. You see how it's doing now? Okay. All right. So, since we're doing it that way, and I'm showing you this way, I'm just going to keep it going. So, put this back on the markings now that it's on the right side. Right? Put this back on top. And I'm only doing this because I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the window part of it. So I'm thinking about cheating and using one of my, what I have over here. My balloon boxes. So I'm gonna use using the paper out of it. But I want to get the cut right as far as how wide or how much of it I want to show. If that makes any sense at all. Probably don't. Not that I'm saying it. But okay, just you'll see. Okay, so let me get this here pen and my ruler. Okay, I already know that this comes off on the side 1.5. No, 2.5. It comes off on the side 2.5 on each side. So if I measure it from here, and then I hit the 2.5 mark right here, and I know this is where my box actually sits in here. So then that means I need to go in a little further. Instead of going in 2.5 for the window, I would go in 3 on this side. Same thing over here. You bump it up like this. Trying to bump it up against the line over there on the other side, and it would be 3 over here. Because if it's 2.5 and I want to give it a little play, then that's where that would be. And of course we know at the bottom that it's 1.5. So it sits off right here. Oh, y'all can't see that. Come up here where y'all can see me. Okay. So if it's 1.5, it sits off right here. And if it sits off at 1.5 right here, which I need to mark that. Okay. So it sits back 1.5 inches. And over here, I got this off to 3 instead of 2 because we've already came in a little more for the box. So maybe if I go in, if it's 1.5, I'm going to go in maybe 2.5. Okay. So we'll go in 2.5 inches. Slide it over here. 2.5 inches would be right here. Okay. So what I do know is I need to start right where the dot is for the 2.5 inches. Make sure my lines are straight when I do this. And I'm going to make a line all the way to the dot that I made. On each side. Like that. I'm really hoping that's right. Okay, so same thing over here. So I need to come up from the back all the way up to 2.5 inches, which is right here. Okay, and then from the side, which is, I came out to 3. Hold on. Whoops. Okay, 3 inches would be here. gonna bump up against this dot I made. Okay, 3 inches. It's right here. Okay, so now for this side would be the same thing. But what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna bump from this line to this line. And make a line. I'll come over here on this side and do the same thing from this dot to this dot. Make a line. Then we're gonna come up here and do this dot to that center dot to the other side. Like that. And y'all know what? I did all this, but this balloon thing ain't gonna cover it. Now that I'm looking at it. And I'm just so now I'm disappointed because I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so look. You see how far it will cover? Hold on. At least I haven't cut it yet, but y'all see what I'm saying? Now, if you already have some of this here, then you don't have to go through, using this. But I don't have anything else that I could use besides this to, do this with. So, what I was considering, I mean, I could buy it, but for video's sake, why? Why should I do that right now? I'm just gonna show y'all how I'm gonna take it off this box that I'm no longer using. All the way across, kind of like that. Okay, so what I'll do, since I've already drawn the line, so see, it's showing you what not to do, basically. So I'm gonna do it right from the center instead. Okay. So first, okay, so maybe if you already have, if you're trying to do the window part of it and you already have the paper for this, then I'd say go ahead on and do it. Go on and cut out the long window where, everything could be seen the way you want it to. But if you don't, like I don't, and I actually started to use, where is it at? Laminating sheet. I really did. I started to use that, but that wouldn't make sense either. It would not work. And then I have, hold on. Yeah, that wouldn't work for me. I was going to show you some, but I can't even find them. Here they go. So I was going to actually try to use, before I thought about the balloons, I was going to use the laminated sheet. But then I'm saying to myself, it's too kind of foggy looking, right? Don't y'all think so? Wait a minute. You see? Got like a little haze over it. So that's the only reason I didn't use that. And I'm trying to do this, use what I got type situation instead of just going out buying something. So let me cut around this first. I want to see exactly how much I'm going to actually have. Like I said, you could actually buy this. Me, I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to use whatever it is I have here at the house and make it work the best I can. Okay, I want to see if that would come off, but it wouldn't. It will, but with some patience, and that's something I don't have right now. Okay, so this is what I have to play with, okay? So knowing that allows me to figure out exactly how wide this is going to be. So with that being said, sadly, I'm going to have to come in on this a little bit, probably right here. So I'm going to move this out the way. So I would go over that a little bit and do the same thing over here on this side. Okay, so, hey, gotta do what you gotta do. This here I know is crooked. I can already see it. But what is it? Still 2.5. Okay, so I'm coming from the line that I already had. So 2.5 line. So I'm gonna try to get it straight. 2.5. Take this, where is it? Take the sheet. I could do it just like that. Y'all see that? And I can glue it around here, around the window part of it, right there. And that's about all the window space I'm gonna have. And I don't like that, but you know, it's better than none. But you see how big my box is? And you see how much window space I could have had if I had the right thingy-majigum. And the more I'm looking at this, I don't know why y'all look so crooked to me, but it does. Anyways, I'm gonna try to cut this line just here, just like that. Oh, I'm checking to make sure I ain't cutting my box. Okay. Okay, just right there. And I'm gonna bump up against that line. I cut in my box. Same thing over here. Last line over here. Now, y'all see it tried, right? So, okay. Now, sometimes you just have to add a little pressure to it. Okay. So, this is pretty much Put this here. Trying to line it back up like we had it. This is pretty much the open open space we're gonna have for this because your girl wasn't thinking like that. It's better than no open space, right? But yeah, okay. Then we can stick this on top as our open space window, kind of like that. And glue it around the sides, and it's pretty much, that part of it is pretty much ready to go. But first we got to figure out what we're covering this with. So now I done did all that to it. I guess I'm gonna have to use the part that I done did all the writing on. That's the part I'm gonna need to cover up. Not guaranteed to be able to cover up all of this because I've used some of this pink already, so it might not work in my favor. Okay, so, and then on top of that, it's not long enough, which is just so, oh, today is just today. Okay, so I'm thinking, how about if I just do it like this here, like it's a trim? So I'm gonna flip it over. Y'all know I'm doing this as I'm learning this part with y'all, right? Because this is something new, but I wanted to try it. So, I don't want to go in too far with this. So I said I was gonna leave some, act like it's trim on the outside of it a little. And then it could just fold over here. So, I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna cut against the line that they have over here on this side. That's the first thing I'm gonna do, so I can have a straight line. Well, I don't do straight lines. I don't know how to cut a really good straight line, but I'm gonna follow the line on here and cut as straight as I can. How about that? So, cut that first. And see, this is the lines I'm talking about. So I just cut along a line over here. Okay, so I've done it on that side, and I'm probably going to fold it right where that line is. So over here on this side, I need to find out, okay, I already know. So the line over here on this side will be here. I'll move this. That little snippet that I made is where I'm going to cut the line on this side. And once again, I'm just going to follow the line the best that I can. Cut it as straight as I can. That's the challenge. Do y'all have a problem cutting it straight? Y'all know what? I'm about to cry because this is all of it. Okay. I have red also. I just didn't plan on using red. This is just for one side. Okay. One side. Okay, I'm still gonna do it anyway, okay? I'm just gonna have to, get back to it. All right, so We're gonna just work with what we got. Right? So what I want to do, honestly, is scream, but I'm not going to. So what I want to do now is take this and figure out where I'm going to cut it at in the middle and all that jazz. Flip it over, move it up where it's showing white on both ends of the box. I don't want to go all the way to the end of it. I could go to the end of it and just when I get some more, which will be tonight, just like that. So in order for this to work out for me, I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to cut this. And I'm thinking right here on this line. And I don't think this is going through. No. Okay. Can I write on this? Will it let me? Okay, it will. So I'm going to draw a line. Now see this crooked line I'm making? I told y'all I can't do it. I don't know why. The most simplest thing. Okay. So what I'm doing is drawing a line where I want to cut this at. Because I don't want to peel it yet. Okay. So I'm going to draw the line all the way across. And that's where I'm going to cut it at. I'm going to try to cut it at. Best way to do that is to fold it in half. And snip it with your scissors. And then try to get the scissors in where you snipped it at and cut the line. That's the best way to do it to me. I'm sure there's other ways. Much easier ways too, but I'm just trying something that I know that will work for me. So cutting down here, all the way down. Like that. To the other side. My goodness. Okay. Okay. We're almost there. But I really think if I'd have did this with the red, I don't know. I might would have had enough. I might have would have had enough. And I can still try it because I'm making more than one box. So I can definitely still try it. Okay. Put that over there. So it's a little jaggedy. Like I said, I told y'all. I can't do it like that, but that's how it will look. Oops. So when I get ready to do this, I shouldn't have too many problems, but we already know how things work around here. But I'm just going to go on and attempt to try and do it anyway. Okay, y'all. So, I'm going to cut the slit in the corner. Each corner. And it's really not a good slit, okay? Really, really, really not. But I think this is what's going to help me get this where I need it to be. Okay, this other slit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is try to loosen this up. Okay. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get this part loose. I can pull it up. Like that. Just enough. So I would have definitely, turning it the other way, I would have jacked this all the way up. Okay, so if I can pull this paper off, just right here. Yeah. Just right there. I know there's an easier way to do this. I know it is. Because this ain't it. Okay. But I was trying to get it to the window. So if I could get it to the window, I should be able to do the rest of it. Of course, I didn't do the other one this way. But me wanting to have a window. Okay. Alright. So what I'm trying to do now is just lay it down, get the bubbles out, and lay it there. That's it. So, a little trial and error, but I'm getting it done somewhat. Okay, so I probably should try this before I even put y'all on here. But baby, when you don't feel good, you just go with it. You ain't got time to be trying to figure nothing out. You just go with it how it comes, and hopefully, it works out in your favor. That's where I'm at right now. Hoping it works out in my favor. Okay, so rubbing it down on this side. Now, I told y'all this paper wasn't long enough, so that wasn't a mistake. I already knew that. It wasn't going to be long enough, okay? Right here, we're trying to bubble up. It's going to pull up all my little... Okay, hold on. Because that's not what we're going to do right there. We're not having that. Mm-mm. Then I got to sit here and pop these bubbles out, because what? Anyways, So y'all ain't gonna want to do this. All this y'all see me going through. Y'all ain't gonna want to do this. But if you do, and it works out in your favor, you'll probably be happy in the long run. Okay. Probably. I don't know. First time trying it. And I am using the Hobby Lobby foam board, so. Okay. And I did not cut this right. That's fine. That's fine. Anyways, it was supposed to be cut. Let me show y'all what the correct way to do it. It's supposed to be cut directly in the corner. Like that. If you could see that. Okay, and then you should be able to, if both corners are cut like it's supposed to be, you should be able to fold it. In this case, it wasn't, but you're still gonna fold it. Like that. And you want to do that all the way around this little frame part. And pull it as tight as you can. Okay. Me wanting to have a window on this other box. I could have just showed y'all the regular way. I always got to be complicated and trying to do something different all the time. Sometimes just do regular stuff. Yeah, I'm fussing with myself. Promise y'all I ain't crazy. I'm just... Anyways. Once you get it the way you want it, you know, or as clean as you can possibly get it, then you can move forward with your project. Okay? So that's basically what this was about right here. Okay. So look at that bending in over there. So right here, I put a snip right here. I don't know if y'all can see. I don't think y'all seen me do it, but put that snip right there. I'm going to take it and fold it in over here. Fold it in the same way. This is one of those trust the process type moments, I think. It is for me. But putting another slit on the corner. Like this. Oops. Like that. And fold it in as tight as I could get it in here. And this is not neat at all. I'm not happy with it either. But anyway, this is what you got so far. If you see some little pieces that need to be straightened out, just take your finger and run across it and try to, you know, straighten it out the best you can. So the next piece that's supposed to be connected to this is the backing, which is this. Okay. And now that we done that part of it, this here is supposed to connect like this here. So you bump it up against the side of it on the sticky paper, but make sure you leave a little gap in between. I'm just trying to see if I got it right and the paper throwing me off. But that's the gap I'm talking about. If y'all can see it. I don't know if you can see it or not. That's the gap. All right. Because we don't have enough paper, it's going to look a little different. But we're going to get it right. Promise you we're going to get it right. You see, it don't look bad now. Once you see it folded, you'll see it really does not look bad at all. But we still have to get it right. Okay, so the extra piece that folded, you can cut that off, which is down here. This little piece right here. You can cut. A matter of fact, you can cut it off, or you can add it to this board. But I think I'm gonna just cut it off, just like that. Okay, so my clear piece of, where is it, y'all? That ain't it either. What I do with it? Oh, here it go. Supposed to go in here like this before we start designing the inside, but supposed to just put it in here like here and put you some whatever you're gonna glue yours down with, and pray that it stay. Okay, so I don't know what I want to put mine down with yet. Still trying to figure that one out as well. But it's the start of our beautiful box. And I'm not really too mad at it because it really doesn't look bad at all. But it still was a trying thing, trying to get it to, do what I needed it to do. Okay. So as far as paper goes, though, jeez, we don't have any. So that means your girl has to run to the store so she can finish this video. So y'all, as you can see, we're definitely getting there. Stay tuned for part 2. And we'll probably finish it up then. All right. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I really look forward to seeing you on part 2. Bye for now.